Oh my god! I still can't believe I have a twin sister! And I didn't know about it for 16 whole years! Yes, it's absolutely mind-blowing that I found you after all this time. I'm so sorry about earlier when I got into that heated argument with my parents, so I couldn't give you the attention you deserved and couldn't talk to you much. But tell me, how did you manage to find me? Actually, you're not going to believe it. You see, I don't have a fixed place to live, so I constantly move between different states. Today, by sheer coincidence, I arrived in Florida. As I was casually walking through the plaza earlier, I happened to spot you and our parents leaving a clothing store. I couldn't believe my eyes. I had to do a double take because, well, you look exactly like me. I desperately wanted to say something, but nerves got the best of me. By the time I mustered the courage to approach you, you were already heading home. So I followed you and knocked on your door. I'm sorry because it might sound creepy, I know, but I couldn't pass up the chance to meet my long-lost sister. Oh, don't worry, I'm glad you did it. This is really overwhelming. But it's not your fault at all. If anything, it's because my parents, or rather, my adoptive parents, have been deceiving me all my life. Wait, you don't know you're adopted? Sadly, nope. If you hadn't come to find me today, I probably wouldn't have known. My adoptive parents have lied to me all my life. My whole life has been a lie, but that's a whole different story. I just want to know more about you. Oh, there's no hurry. We still have plenty of time together, right? But you mentioned earlier that you were arguing with your parents. Was it because of my sudden appearance? If so, I'm really sorry. I just wanted to see my sister again without thinking about turning your life upside down. Oh, don't feel guilty. The fault lies with my parents for keeping this life-altering secret from me. So, tell me, when did you first learn about having a twin sister? And how did you manage to search for me all over the country? It was 3 years ago when I stumbled upon the truth, Samantha. The nuns at the orphanage I grew up in disclosed our heartbreaking past. They informed me that our parents tragically died in a car accident, leaving us as the sole survivors. We were separated and placed in different orphanages. From that moment on, I vowed to find you. I left the confines of the orphanage and embarked on a relentless journey crisscrossing the country. And finally, today, I found you. Oh my god! So many truths were revealed today. I'm seriously questioning if I'm the real Samantha at all. I was just as shocked as you were at first. I understand how overwhelming it must be for you. But please, try to take a deep breath, and everything will be fine. And it's strange, isn't it? Even though we've only just reunited, I feel an unexplainable closeness to you. As if we've never been apart for a single day in the past 16 years. Yes, I feel that too. Is this some kind of parapsychology? Perhaps it is. The universe works in mysterious ways, and somehow, against all odds, we have found each other again. But wait, if you had just arrived in this city, where are you staying? Do you have a safe place to go? Don't worry about me, Samantha. I have a means of sustaining myself and finding shelter. Let's just say I have a job that provides for my basic needs and sometimes even more. That's incredible! You have a job? I'm impressed, Serena. Thank you. Would you be open to exploring this path with me? Tomorrow morning, we can dive into this job of mine and you can see what it's all about. Tomorrow morning, but I have school. Oh, come on. Can't you just skip a day of class? The school will always be there, but moments like this, where we can uncover the truth about our lives and bond as sisters, may not come again. I understand. It's a tough decision, but can't you just take one day off for me, please? I understand, but if my parents found out that I skipped school, they would be furious. You know what? That's one of the struggles teenagers face when they have overprotective parents. Look at you, lacking freedom and the ability to voice your opinions. Come on, try doing what you want and find your own happiness. Let's take a break for a day, have some coffee, and I'll show you my work. It'll be fun, I promise. Look, I'll call the school, pretend to be your mom, tell them you're sick. It'll be fine. Well, I guess missing one class wouldn't hurt. That's the spirit. We'll meet at the plaza where we found each other today. Oh, and remember to bring your school bag and pretend you're going to school as usual so your mom won't suspect anything. I'll pick you up at the top of the street. Yeah, I think I can manage that. Oh, see you tomorrow. Ugh, my mom keeps texting and calling me. Okay, see you tomorrow, sis.
Sam? What are you doing? You know we're going to a party tonight, right? We can't be late.
A dinner party? Seriously? At a time like this, all you care about is that stupid party? How can you be so heartless? It's because you're not my biological mother that you don't care about me like that.
Sam, I understand that the truth has rocked your world, but it's not like I don't care about you. This reservation was made months ago for the restaurant you've always wanted to try. We couldn't pass up this opportunity. Can't you see that?
If that's the case, then why can't I bring Serena with me?
Honey, you know we only made reservations for 3. We couldn't have anticipated that Serena would suddenly appear. Besides, your father and I were planning to tell you everything tonight.
So, now, after all these years, you finally decide to tell me the truth? How could you keep the fact that I'm adopted from me?
Sam, we never meant to hurt you. We were waiting for the right time when we thought you were ready to handle it.
You don't get to decide when I'm ready. I have a twin sister out there who I've been deprived of for 16 years.
We didn't know anything about her either. When we adopted you, all your records were sealed. We had no idea Serena existed. You have to believe us. And listen, I understand you're excited about this. We all are. But we need to proceed cautiously. We don't really know Serena, and I feel uneasy about the fact she traveled across the country to find you.
What are you talking about? She is my flesh and blood, more than I can say about you two. Of course she had to find me. I can't believe you would keep the most crucial aspect of my life a secret.
Sam, please calm down.
No, just stop. I don't want to hear any more excuses from you.
It's not like that, Sam. We've always loved you as our own. We wanted to give you a stable and loving home. We never wanted you to feel any different or less loved.
But the truth is, I am different. Well, Serena found me, didn't she? She made the effort to search for me, while you kept me in the dark. I need to process all of this. I need space from both of you right now. I can't pretend everything is okay when it's not.
Sam, please don't shut us out. We love you, and we'll do whatever it takes to make it right.
I need time alone. I'll let you know when I'm ready to talk. But for now, please respect my need for distance.
Okay, Sam. Take the time you need. Just know that we're here for you, no matter what.
Sam, why did you leave in the middle of our outing today? We were having such a great time, and you've almost exposed me. Serena, I don't understand why you would do that. What did I do wrong? You took your favorite dress and stuffed it in your bag. You even wanted me to be like you. Why did you do that? I thought you said you had a stable job that could afford you expensive items. Well, when I mentioned my job, I didn't specify what kind of job it was. But look, isn't it true that I already own that dress? This work has been sustaining me for the past 3 years. What do you mean? Have you been doing this job for 3 years? Serena, you need to stop. This is not only a bad idea, but it's also illegal and could get you in serious trouble. Oh, come on, Sam. Look at me. Have I ever been caught? Besides, this is the only way I can make money to take care of myself because I wasn't lucky enough to have good adoptive parents like you. How do you even make money? I still don't fully understand. Did you just steal that dress to wear? Didn't I mention that I work in clothing stores? I also acquire items from handbag stores, shoe stores, even supermarkets. Then I sell them online for a lower price than in the stores, and that's how I make money to cover my expenses. I'm still not sure about this, Serena. Oh, forget about that for now. Remember when I mentioned a surprise earlier when you were having coffee? Well, I got you a lovely dress from the clothing store you like. It's right here. Wait, did you steal that dress too? Well, you could say I'm a bit of a professional. How else do you think I can afford all these things? But that's not the surprise I was talking about. Tonight, we're going to enjoy a party at UF. A guy I met on the internet sent me an invitation. A college prep party? I don't think I can go, Serena. Seriously? Are you worried about your parents again? You're such a goody two-shoes, always playing by the rules. Well, let me tell you something, Sam. Life isn't all rainbows and unicorns. You know, sometimes you have to break a few rules to find your true self. Plus, we're hanging out as sisters. But we're not of legal drinking age. Well, if we don't mention it, who will know? Come on, it's going to be so much fun. We'll have some drinks, flirt with guys, and have a great time. Well, maybe I'll dance a little, but I won't drink. If you want to, go ahead, but I don't think it's a good idea. Sam, we're attending a college party. If we don't drink, people are going to think we're weird. Come on, Sam. Just one drink. Then, fine. Only one shot. Oh, great. I'll come over to pick you up and get you to dress up.
Hey, young girl. Running to your room and slamming the door is not the right behavior. Especially after I just bailed you out of a detention cell somewhere.
Mom, I got it, alright? I'm just exhausted. And it's not that big of a deal, okay?
Not a big deal? Going to a college party? Are you out of your mind? And on top of that, you were drinking that wine. The police even found weed and drugs at the party.
But I didn't touch any of that stuff. So why are you so worried?
Ugh, Sam, you're only 16 years old. You're far from being mature enough to resist those temptations on your own.
No, Mom. I'm 16 years old. I'm practically an adult and fully capable of taking responsibility for my actions.
Is that so? Then why did I have to bail you out because you were drinking and partying with adults? What's wrong with you, Samantha? Have you completely lost your mind? Is it because of Serena? Since she came into our lives, you've changed so much.
Oh, don't blame Serena for this. What's a big deal anyway? So I wanted to have some fun with my sister. And for once, I wanted to escape the suffocating embrace of you and Dad. Being with Serena has opened my eyes to new experiences, including drinking and skipping school.
Wait a minute. You skipped school to hang out with Serena? When did this happen? And why didn't the school bother to notify me?
Today, alright? This morning. Serena pretended to be you and called the school saying I was sick and needed to leave early. It's just one day of school. It's not like I'm the only one who's ever skipped a class.
That's enough! If you didn't want to go to school, you should have had the decency to inform us. But instead, you both decided to lie and deceive us.
Wow. Now you're suddenly the moral authority on lying? That's rich, Mom.
Watch your tone, Samantha.
No, this is insane. It's not like I was some wild, out of control party. I was spending time with my own sister, trying to build a bond that we never had. We're trying to make up for all the lost years.
I understand that, Samantha. We want you to have a relationship with Serena too. But what you're doing is dangerous and reckless. Cutting classes, attending parties meant for older students, and drinking alcohol? What's next? Stealing? Doing drugs?
Oh, please. It's not as if I've gone that far.
From now on, whenever you want to visit Serena, one of us will accompany you. We can't trust you to make wise decisions on your own.
Are you kidding me? I'm not a child anymore. I don't need constant supervision. I'm 16 and I can handle myself.
Fine. We'll continue this discussion tomorrow. Right now, go get ready for your classes tomorrow and go to bed. We'll sort this out, Samantha. One way or another.
No, I'm not going to sleep at home tonight. I'm packing my things and leaving for Serena's apartment. I've had enough of this suffocating environment. You can't control me anymore.
How dare you speak to me like that? You're not leaving this house, Samantha. You're grounded and that's final.
Grounded? Like, that's going to stop me. You think I care about your punishments? You've already betrayed me by hiding the truth about my adoption. I can't trust you anymore.
Trust goes both ways, Samantha. We did what we thought was best for you. We love you and we've always tried to protect you.
Love? Is this your version of love? Keeping secrets from me, treating me like a child, and suffocating my every move? Well, I'm done with it. Serena's the only one who understands me, who accepts me for who I am.
That doesn't change the fact that you're our daughter. And this is not just about Serena. You're making reckless decisions, getting involved in dangerous situations.
Am I though? You didn't give birth to me. We don't have the same blood.
Sam, family doesn't require blood. It requires love. One day you're gonna see that. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you everything, but that doesn't change the fact that we're family. We're trying to keep you safe.
Safe? More like controlling every aspect of my life. I'm not a child anymore, Mom. I deserve the freedom to make my own choices, even if they're not the ones you agree with.
You're not ready for that kind of freedom, Samantha. You're still young and you need guidance.
Guidance? Is that what you call it? I call it suffocation. I can't breathe in this stifling environment. I'm leaving, and you can't stop me.
Then don't blame me for locking your door.
What? Mom! You can't do that! Mom! Serena, my mom locked my door so I can leave. I don't know what to do. She's trying to control me and keep me trapped here. I need your help. Sam, what happened? It's ridiculous, Serena. They think you have a bad influence on my behavior, so they don't want me going out with you anymore. I argued with them, but they didn't listen. They're convinced that you're the reason for all my rebelliousness. I can't believe my parents. First, they never even told me I was adopted, and now they try to control every aspect of my life. How could they keep something like that from me? It's like they don't trust me enough to know the truth about my own identity. Sam, I understand why you're upset. It's a big revelation, and it's understandable that you feel betrayed. But maybe your parents had their reasons for not telling you earlier. They might have thought it was best for you to find out when you were older. Sometimes I wish I didn't have this awful family. I can't help but think about how different my life would have been if I had been living with you all these years. It seems like it would have been so much better. Are you serious, Sam? You're saying that as if your life with your family is the worst thing in the world. You have no idea how lucky you are to have parents who love you and take care of you. They may not be perfect, but they've always been there for you. I'm sorry, Serena. But sometimes it's just hard for me to see it that way. I feel like they're trying to control my every move, and now this whole adoption thing just adds to the confusion. I can't help but wonder how things would have been if I had grown up with you. You think it would have been so great, huh? Living on the streets, struggling to survive, not knowing where your next meal is coming from. You have no idea what I went through, Sam. You may think your life is tough, but you have a family who cares about you, a roof over your head, and opportunities that I never had. What do you mean? I thought you said you had a free life and could do whatever you want. No, Sam, I've always looked up to your family and wished I had someone who cared about me the way they care about you. Maybe things would have turned out differently for me if I had that kind of support. Sam, let me tell you a bit more about my life. I spent a significant amount of time in orphanages and adoption centers, hoping to be chosen by a loving family, but time and time again, I saw other children getting adopted while I was left behind. When I was 10 years old, the orphanage faced financial difficulties, and I had to move from one foster family to another. Unfortunately, many of those families mistreated me and forced me to work as a maid, taking advantage of my vulnerable situation. Oh my gosh, my poor sister. Then what happened? By the time I turned 13, I had enough. I ran away and never looked back. I was too young to find a regular job, so I had to resort to stealing to survive. It was the only way I knew how to make ends meet and put food on the table. The constant struggle for survival took me from place to place, and that's how I ended up in Florida. I came here because I got caught stealing multiple times in my previous location, and I needed to start fresh somewhere I wouldn't be recognized. So, you see, Sam, my life hasn't been easy either. It's not the life I would have wished for, but it's the one I had to live. That's why sometimes I feel frustrated when I see you taking your family for granted. They may have their flaws, but they love you. You have the stability and support that I never had. Serena, I had no idea you went through all that. I'm so sorry for not realizing what you've been through. It must have been incredibly tough for you, going from foster home to foster home. I can't imagine how that must feel. It's okay, Sam. I don't talk about it often. But, Sam, I have a confession to make. Your parents were right about me. At first, when I saw the happiness and love you had with them, I was consumed by jealousy, so I wanted to spoil things between you and your adoptive parents. I thought if I caused enough trouble, they would give up on you and we could be together. Just the two of us. But why? Why did you change your mind all of a sudden? I don't understand. It was seeing you, Sam. Seeing the happiness on your face when you're with your parents. The love and care they have for you. It made me realize that you deserve to have that in your life. I love you, Sam. And you're my sister. I want what's best for you. I can't bear the thought of you going through the same struggles and hardships that I've endured. I want to protect you, not harm you. Serena, I want you to know that I don't blame you for anything. Yes, our journey together had its ups and downs, but I also felt happy during the time we spent together. You showed me a different side of life, and I appreciate that. It wasn't all bad, and I'm grateful for the moments we shared. Sam, I appreciate your understanding, but I can't help feeling that I should have never shown up in your life. Seeing the happiness you have with your adoptive parents, I can't help but think that you would be better off without me. Maybe I'm just a reminder of a troubled past, and I don't want to hold you back from the life you deserve. No, Serena, don't say that. Yes, things were complicated, but you're my sister, and I care about you. I don't want you to disappear from my life. We've been through so much together, and I don't want to lose you. Please, stay, Sam. I understand your words, but sometimes the best thing we can do for someone we love is to let them go. I believe you can continue to find happiness and grow in the love of your adoptive parents without me being a constant presence. It's not about what you deserve or what I deserve, but what will truly make you happy in the long run life. I hope that one day our paths will cross again and we can continue our journey together. Goodbye, Sam. Thank you for everything. As the days went by, my parents stumbled upon the messages between Serena and me. They took the time to read and understand the hardships she had faced in her life. Instead of harboring resentment towards Serena, they felt sympathy and compassion for her difficult journey. Then, my birthday approached, and I couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and nostalgia. Little did I know, it was also Serena's birthday. On that special day, my parents surprised both of us by showing up at Serena's apartment with a gift in hand. A formal adoption request. The shock on Serena's and my face was indescribable, but it was quickly replaced by overwhelming joy. In that moment, it became clear that my parents wanted to make our family complete in every sense. They saw the strength of the bond between Serena and me and recognized the love that had grown between us. It was a heartfelt gesture, demonstrating their desire to give Serena the stable and loving home she had longed for. The following days were filled with preparations and adjustments. My parents accompanied Serena to the shops and groceries she used to steal from, not only to pay for her past mistakes, but also to apologize and mend any broken trust. They wanted to show Serena that she was no longer alone and that she had family who cared for her deeply. As time went on, our family truly became complete. The wounds of the past began to heal, and a new chapter unfolded. We laughed together, cried together, and embraced the joys and challenges of life as a united family. The love that filled our home was palpable, bringing a sense of peace and happiness that I had never felt before. Looking back, I couldn't have imagined a more beautiful ending to our story. Despite the struggles and hardships we faced along the way, our journey led us to a place of love, understanding, and forgiveness. Our family, once fragmented, had transformed into a solid foundation of support and care. I am grateful every day for the love and acceptance my parents have shown, not only to me, but also to Serena. Our family may have started with an unconventional beginning, but in the end, it was a testament to the power of love and the incredible strength of the human spirit. Together, we had overcome the odds and created a new chapter filled with hope and happiness. And so, as I reflect on our journey, I can't help but smile. My family is finally complete, and the warmth in my heart tells me that everything is as it should be.
You are such a loser, you know that? You're 35 years old and still living with mom and dad. How pathetic is that? Don't you have any shame in telling people that you're still living with your parents?
What the hell? Why are you saying all these things to me?
Because it's the truth. Most people would have left your parents' house by now and found someone to share their life with, or at least have a family of their own by your age. But you don't have anyone or anything. You are just wasting your life away at home. You need to get your act together. Being ugly is hard enough, but being ugly and alone? That's just sad. I don't know how you can stand living such a miserable life.
Wow, you're really something else. What's gotten into you? What did I ever do to you to deserve this? You have no right to judge me or tell me how to live my life. I'm happy with the way things are. Thank you very much. You can do whatever you want with your life. Just leave me out of it.
Oh, please. Don't play dumb with me. What are you implying?
You're the one who should be asking yourself that. You're the one who hooked up with a married man and had a kid with him. Who are you to lecture me about anything? Have you forgotten how his wife found out about your affair and sued you for everything you had? And the scandal that followed? You're the one who should be ashamed of yourself. Stop meddling in my life! You threw everything away when you ran off with that jerk, and what did you get in return? Nothing but the same bitter and hateful attitude as always. You have no clue what it means to live a decent life.
Oh, come on. I was just trying to help you out and give you some advice. What's with hostility? Can't you appreciate that I care about you?
Cut the crap and tell me what you want. I know you're not here for nothing. If you don't have anything useful to say, don't bother me again. I have a life, contrary to what you think. Do you realize how much damage you did to us?
All right. I do have a reason for contacting you. I know I messed up and I'm sorry. The thing is, I just got divorced and stuff. You know how things go.
What? You finally dumped that scumbag of yours? Good riddance.
Right? I'm glad you agree, but the divorce took a toll on me. I quit my job when we got married. I don't have any money now, you see. I had to get away from him though. Married life was a nightmare, you know?
What a brilliant decision. What about your kid?
What do you think? Troy is the cash, so we let him have the kid. No big deal. I can't afford to raise a child now. Besides, I want to get married again, and it's not a good look to bring a kid on a date. So the thing is, I'm thinking of moving back with you guys. I mean, it's the best option for me right now. I just wanted to give you a heads up so you won't freak out when I show up at your door.
You must be out of your mind. There's no way in hell you're moving back here. Mom and Dad would never agree to it.
Look, I don't have a choice. I got divorced and kicked out, so I'm homeless right now. I have to start over and there's so many things to deal with. I'm losing it trying to cope up with everything. I just need to crash with you guys for a while to sort things out.
Don't make me laugh, Phoebe. You have no right to barge in here. I'm sure everyone feels the same way. Don't you realize how much damage you did to everyone?
Of course I do. I'm not an idiot, you know. It's just that I owe almost $50,000 and I have no other options. It's not like I planned for things to turn out this way.
Do you remember how often we had to call the cops the last time you were here? All the neighbors questioned us every time it happened. They'll definitely start gossiping about you again. There's no chance Mom and Dad will let you come back here.
But come on, I'm sure Mom and Dad miss me. It's been so long. I know, I caused a lot of drama and trouble and stuff, but that's all behind us. I'm sure we've all moved on from that.
What do you mean moved on from that? Do you have any idea how much pain you actually caused everyone? Mom was sobbing her heart out for ages.
But Dad adored me so much. I'm sure he's forgiven me by now.
I doubt that. You put him through hell. I don't think anyone has erased the nightmare you made us live. But you're right. Both Mom and Dad spoiled you rotten. I never understood it. All anyone ever talked about when we were kids was how adorable you were.
I know, they always got me all the best stuff. They never said no to me. They even sent me the fancy schools that all my friends went to.
Yeah, I remember. Thanks a lot. But they're not the naive parents that we knew. They've seen through your lies and manipulations. Mom and Dad have given up on you. They're not gonna tolerate your nonsense anymore.
Well, maybe deep down, they're dying to have me back. Either way, I'm moving back in. You better get my room ready, okay?
Hey, put all your stuff in storage, alright? You better come back and clean up your stuff, okay?
What do you mean put my stuff in storage? Why would you do that?
Haven't you heard? Phoebe's coming back home. She just called me to tell me.
No, wait, are you serious?
Yeah, that's why I moved some of your stuff. Are you still using Phoebe's room right now? You know, when Phoebe comes back, she won't have a place to sleep. Maybe you should take this opportunity to move out on your own. That will be a positive thing.
Oh, wait a second now. Are you serious, Mom? You're seriously trying to clear out my room for Phoebe? You're okay with her coming back to live at home? You know she cheated with a married man, right? Have you forgotten how much trouble she caused everyone?
Of course. I remember everything. I still can't believe that girl decided to get involved with that man. It's so disrespectful. I remember very well how much money we had to spend taking care of all the fallout and the rumors. Everyone in the neighborhood knows about all of this. But still, We can't just abandon her, can we?
What are you talking about? How can you forget how mad we were all at her? You even said that you were going to cut ties with her. You all said you would never talk to her again. So how could you be thinking of letting her back into the house?
I know. But still, we're still her parents. We're not just going to give up on her like that.
Are you freaking serious?
She's really a good girl. You know that. She's going down her own path. I know she struggled a bit getting kicked out of college and all, but still, she's a good girl. The truth is, she's still the same sweet and lovely girl she was before. Getting a divorce means she has probably returned to her old self. I'm sure of it.
What are you saying? Do you really think that a sweet and lovely girl would just up and abandon her own kid? You know she's just planning to leave the kid with her ex and just come back home. You're going to be an accessory to that?
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. With a divorce, she can start fresh and reset everything. I'm sure she's learned her lesson and will return to the sweet little girl we all know.
Did you hit your head or something?
Elena, relax. You need to relax. We think this can be a fresh start for everyone. That's why we think it's a good idea for you to move your stuff and get your own place. Okay? Our little Phoebe's coming back to us soon. I don't want any conflicts or misunderstandings. You know, and when she comes back, we won't need your help around here anymore.
Excuse me?
Well, you know, when Phoebe went on her little spree and got married to that man, we appreciate you stepping up to help us out while we recover from our financial burden that put us under. You were just what we needed at that time. We thought that we would even be happy with you living with us and helping out. And we were. But with Phoebe coming back, you can get back to your own life. I think we're going to be fine without you. LOL.
Wait just a second, Mom. What am I supposed to do? You're just gonna throw me out after all I've done?
Don't you want to move on with your own life now? We all need to keep growing. You can't just stay here and be content, you know?
You know, ever since we were kids, all you did was dote on Phoebe. You never paid any attention to me. The moment she left home, you called and begged for my help. I can't believe I fell for that. You're doing it again now. Now that she's back, you're kicking me to the curb. What kind of mother are you?
It's not like we have much of a choice, do we? I mean, Phoebe needs our help. And you are so much more responsible than her. It's time for you to find your own road.
All you wanted was for me to be responsible and help out as much as possible, and I did that. You never allowed me to have a boyfriend, or have any friends, or even leave the house. You always said that you never wanted me to end up like Phoebe. Now look at the result. It's almost comical. We both should be treated equally. You should not be okay with kicking me out like this when Phoebe comes crawling back.
You should stop complaining all the time. Just be quiet and find a new place of your own, okay? I just put your stuff in storage for you. You should be happy I helped you out. We'll need that space for Phoebe's stuff, though. So be sure to move it all once you find a place. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Just do what you won't do for yourself. You're a good person, a responsible person. You shouldn't be living with your parents any longer.
Hey sis, what are you up to? It's been something like 7 years, but your cute little sister has come home. I'm staying with mom and dad from now on. Like we talked about the other day.
What, you're already here?
Well, mom and dad told me that I can come whenever I want, so I put it off and I'm available to come now. Also, my bedroom was all set up and all to come back as soon as possible.
I see. After all you said about breaking off your relationship with mom and dad like that, I see how nothing has changed.
I know, right? Isn't that great? And on top of all that, I managed to get you kicked out to make room for me. Hilarious! I heard all about what happened from Mom. I'm actually surprised I'm not the one that's causing trouble these days. I mean, why else would they kick you out? Just when you were comfortable with feeling loved by Mom and Dad? I guess that was short-lived. Oh, I'm so sorry. They're treating you like some commoner. You must be so unfair. I feel so sorry for you.
Your sarcasm bleeds through the screen. I hope you realize I don't have the patience to put up with you. You really think that I'm just getting what I deserve, don't you?
Well, I guess you can say that, but to be completely honest with you, it's really about time that mom and dad kicked you out of my room. You know, being 35 years old and still living at home, freeloading from your parents? How pathetic! Really sad, sis. You gotta admit.
Are you freaking joking me?
I do really feel bad for you in your situation. I wish we could come up with a better way to make things work. Too bad there isn't a place for you anymore. You suck to be a loser.
It's fine, you can say and feel whatever you like. My boyfriend has a few extra rooms in his penthouse apartment, so I'm gonna stay with him.
You're such a freaking liar. I'm not just saying random things to get under your skin. This is pitiful for a miserable 35 years old woman to talk about living in some luxury apartment with a non-existent boyfriend. Leave your little fairy tales to your non-existent kids.
Tell Mom thanks for leaving all of my stuff in storage. It was nice of her to save me some time. My boyfriend's coming to pick me up, so I won't be there much longer.
Well, you know, you can come and visit anytime you like. You're always welcome. Gosh, this is still talking about your made-up boyfriend. Just as pathetic as anything gets. Really. You might want to go to a doctor about your delusions. Pretty creepy, you know? Wait a sec. There's a Porsche parked in front of her house. Now. It's super nice.
Yeah, can you see me waving at you from the window? That's a pretty sweet ride, isn't it? It's actually mine. I just don't drive it that much.
What are you talking about?
My boyfriend bought one for each of us the other day. His is red, mine is pink. It's so inconvenient finding parking around the city, but we thought it was such a nice car. We just couldn't help ourselves.
Wait, just a second. That Porsche sitting outside is really yours? Like your personal car? Like you own it? So that dude that came out of the car is carrying some of your luggage from the house.
Okay, well, I think I have all the things I need. You can have whatever I left. I'll just buy new stuff. If you don't want it, just throw it out or donate it. Whatever you want. I'll see you around, sis. I hope you have a nice life.
Wait, where are you going? What are you going to do? Where are you taking that Porsche to?
Well, for now, I'm gonna drop off my luggage at my boyfriend's house. Remember, it's the penthouse suite downtown. Then I'll have to go shopping and buy a new wardrobe and replace the stuff I just gave to you. I've got a lot to do today. I wasn't planning on any of this, but I guess I sure do deserve it.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? My ugly sister actually has a real Porsche and a rich boyfriend? I don't understand what is going on. You're literally moving into a penthouse apartment?
I am. I actually had some of my stuff there already from when I'd stay with Rick. But you know, I'll be living there full time now. Why do you seem so flustered, Phoebe? I really don't have time for this. I have a new life waiting for me.
You're leaving in a Porsche and heading to some penthouse suite. How wealthy is this man of yours? Since when were you able to find such a catch?
Oh, none of that makes any difference, does it? Life is mysterious. What can I say? And just to let you in on another secret, yes, my boyfriend is wealthy. But he's not the only one. I make well over 6 figures myself. If I wanted to buy the Porsche, I easily could have paid in cash.
Where is all this coming from? You never told me about that.
It doesn't make a difference. I work hard and my boyfriend works hard. We're a great couple.
What are you talking about? So, let me get this straight. Your man is not only wealthy, but you also make over 6 figures? Mom and Dad never told me anything like that. Mom is right next to me and she's saying she had no idea either.
Oh, Mom is reading my messages too?
She says that she didn't even know that you had a boyfriend. I'm starting to think that you're making things up. You probably hired some actor to come and pick you up or something.
All right, well, you can think whatever your little head wants to think up. I'm just glad Mom pushed me to do this. Now my boyfriend and I can live together full time. Thanks, Mom. You guys are more than welcome to think anything you want. If you think I'm lying, it makes no difference. But it's not like it's gonna change anything in the end.
And we will. I assure you we will. I'm not going to fall for your tricks.
Now, do you understand why I didn't tell you guys anything? First, you wouldn't have believed me. And then once you did believe me, you probably would have done something to break us up. Worse yet, if I'd been open about my boyfriend and situation, I'm sure that you guys would have tried to use me. I guess I lucked out by keeping my mouth shut.
That's supposed to mean.
I wasn't even supposed to have a boyfriend growing up. Do you think that mom and dad would have understood if I had told them that I had a boyfriend who was rich? I learned from a young age not to tell mom and dad anything, and I'm glad I never did.
What? Mom and Dad forbade you from having a boyfriend?
They sure did. They saw what you were doing and made my life that much more hellish. They suffocated me because of your actions. I guess it turned out for the best, though.
Did it?
I was apprehensive when mom and dad asked me to come live with them. When you took off with that guy, I was so close to actually refusing their invite. But I had thought maybe they changed their ways and would love me at least a little bit with you gone. I went back just like mom and dad wanted, but their new attitude towards me started to change really quick. Their grip on me grew stronger and their treatment of me became increasingly harsh as time went on. I started to regret my decision almost immediately.
Wow, Elena, I had no idea.
So in a way, I might have been saved by you coming back. I wanted to get married soon anyway. Thank you for giving me the push to finally leave. Anyways, I gotta go. Thanks for everything.
What kind of daughter are you? How could you keep such a big secret from us? You have a great job and a rich boyfriend, and you never told us?
Before you start yelling at me, you'd better think about what you're saying. Do you know how hard it is for a child to hide her career and love life from her own parents?
Don't you dare talk back to me. What are you implying? Stop playing victim and send me the money you owe us for your overdue rent. We need at least $5,000 right now. Then, you can send us a couple thousand a month and we'll be even.
What are you talking about? I don't owe you anything. We agreed on this and you and Dad said I didn't have to pay anything as long as I helped out with the chores and groceries.
You have the money, so it's only fair to share it with your family, right? Your sister needs to get her life together, and you should help her out. You don't have much to spare to help her out. You have to support her as her sister. That's what family does. You take care of her financially. You give her a place to stay. That sounds reasonable to me.
I don't think so, Mom. I want nothing to do with this. I'm cutting you and the rest of the family off. I hate to do this, but it's the only way.
You think you can just cut us off?
I'm getting married soon and starting my own family. I can't afford to support Phoebe, and I don't want to.
You better be careful what you're saying. It's a very cruel and final thing you're saying here. You realize that, right?
I thought you didn't need me anymore since Phoebe came back. Weren't you the one who said that and threw me out? I did what you wanted, and you got Phoebe back in the house. You were done with me.
No. You misunderstood what I meant.
Oh, so it's my fault now, is it? I see, Mom. Don't bother to contact me again. I'm leaving. I hope the three of you have a wonderful life. I know I will.
I heard that you told Mom that you were cutting ties with all of us. Are you serious?
I am absolutely serious. I hope you have a wonderful time taking care of Mom and Dad. I won't be helping out anymore. It'll be completely up to you.
That's fine. I see where your priorities lie. You know that any inheritance will be all mine, right? I don't want to see you come running back when I get everything. You brought this on yourself.
I don't really need anything from them. And besides, those two don't have any inheritance to give away. You do know that the house and land are in my name, right?
What are you talking about? You're saying that Mom and Dad's house is in your name?
Oh, they must have forgotten to tell you. Remember when I said that their attitude towards me became more and more demanding the longer I was with them? Well, they wanted me to contribute to the household expenses and even pay for their debt and mortgage. They actually transferred their mortgage and deed to my name, so I would be responsible for everything.
What the heck?
I was planning to explain everything to you before all of this blew up, but I guess now is a good time, right? Since I am the owner of the house you are living in, I'm giving you two options. Either you leave my house immediately, or you buy the house from me. I don't care either way. Those are your options.
What? Wait a minute.
I wonder how much I should charge you to outright buy the house from me. What do you think is a good buyout price? Considering the living expenses I've been paying for while I was there, as well as other things. Oh, and taking into account your financial situation. How about, say, $100,000? That's actually far below the market value for your family, you know.
Are you joking? Do you really think I have $800,000 lying around? There's no way I can pay you anything now.
Maybe you can ask Mom and Dad to help you out. I'm sure they would love to help you out even more. I don't know how much savings they have, but I'll give them a special grace period of 1 week.
Wait a second. What are we supposed to do? I don't have any money.
So please decide whether to move out or buy the house during the next week. Just let me know soon, okay?
Come on, sis. Don't do this to us. Just think things over. We can't work it out. Can you just give the house back to Mom and Dad or even to me? Why do we have to pay for anything?
Because I paid for the house with my money and I own it. And the three of you always treated me like a piece of garbage. Now I own the house, and I will either evict you or you will buy it off of me. Those are the only two options on the table now. We all decided to cut ties. We're not family any longer. Sympathy isn't going to work with me.
Come on, sis. Don't do this now.
Okay. Please give me your answer soon. If you don't have an answer by the end of next week, I'll just assume you've decided to leave. Thanks. Right before the deadline, I got a message from my parents and younger sister. They agreed to buy the family house for me for $800,000, using up all their savings and taking out a loan to pay the full price. The deal was done through lawyers and realtors, so I didn't have to face any of them after the sale. I felt a wave of relief knowing that I was finally free from my toxic family, and I heard that they're barely scraping by and living a miserable life. I felt a pang of sadness as I recalled all the happy times I had in that home with my family before they betrayed me. But that sadness faded fast when I learned that my parents and sister had no regrets for what they did, and have been spreading lies about me to anyone who'd listen. They say that I was the one who deserted them, and that they're better off without me. I was stung by their words, but deep down I knew that I had done the right thing by standing up for myself and getting out of that hellhole. Besides, no one believes them. Many people in the neighborhood think they're heartless for throwing me out, just to help out the good-for-nothing troublemaker who came crawling back in shame. As for me, I was happy with my choice to move in with my boyfriend and start a new page in my life. We're thrilled to begin our journey together, and we're already planning for our future.